Well, if it isn't Five Nights at Freddy's, my favorite horror game series.
Who drove a DeLorean to the office today?
Why are we moving on to a new game, Joe? We haven't even completed the one we're on.
This is Five Nights at Freddy's Plus, a graphically enhanced and unofficial remake of the first game.
Wouldn't that technically make this a fan game?
Technically, yes, but considering the quality of this game, I want to break into it at least for this week alone.
You know what that means, right?
What?
There is no need to fear because the world's best security guard is here.
And there it is.
I'll take over from here, Obama. Let a natural show you how it's done.
I call dibs on your cufflinks when you get Fazbeared.
Would you take a look at this?
We have a ghost detector.
This isn't FNAF 1, Joe. What are we playing?
Like I said, it's the first game with a bit of an extension. For example, we're taking a spin on ghost hunting and detecting some anomalies.
Anomalies, huh? Well, there was one right there. Too easy for the world's best security guard.
Well, I really don't know what we've gotten ourselves thrown into, but I can hear a really eerie and unsettling record player in the background. Be careful, Don.
Do you know who you're talking to, Obama? I have the blood of a warrior in my DNA. I'm racking up these anomalies like I'm Zach Bagans.
In case you guys didn't realize either, we're in the dining area of the restaurant. This is where all the party guests are during the day.
I think the ghost didn't get the memo that they're only open during the day.
I think the ghosts didn't get the memo that they're not in Ghostbusters and they need to leave this place now.
So what are you even doing, Donald? It just looks like you're reporting anomalies off of the whim in your chest.
As the world's best security guard, my deduction is that every time the light flickers on and off, that's when I mark an anomaly.
Look at the atmosphere of the room, by the way. It's like a liminal space, if I do say so myself.
The realism is definitely an addition that I like about the game.
It's like I'm right at Chuck E. Cheese.
The light's blinking again. This is the last anomaly I have to get. And just like that, the world's best security guard threw another haymaker to the kisser.
We haven't even gotten to the actual game yet, and you've said your catchphrase at least 5 times already.
We're probably 5 out of 50, Barack.
And here we are. Wait, what is this?
The outside of the office looks high quality. Actually, the whole office looks great.
The Muppet Show got moved to Adult Swim. In fact, this whole place is as lively as a graveyard. Who's this Bosnian clown? This isn't my phone guy.
I don't understand why any parents would even bring their kids to this place.
Maybe it's a secret horror attraction or something.
Wait, what's that noise?
Sounds like a vent or something.
Oh, not this again. They're staring at me like they're soccer moms at a Bernie Sanders rally.
It's interesting how we always get the rare screens throughout these games.
Yeah, but who knows if that was a forced occurrence or not. Game programming is always different.
Phone guy can't stop the yapping. Let me just tell you that. Someone whipped up a congressional speech for him to read out.
Well, in similar FNAF fashion, are we going to coast through the first night, or will there actually be a challenge to start off with?
Well, if you remember, the game is trying to be an exact replica of the first game. So it'll most likely be the same as the original game.
Easy or hard, light work or difficult, the world's best security guard will always prevail.
I would say that these are going to be the same mechanics as the previous game, but with the intro, I really can't say for sure.
What I will say is that the new interior sort of reminds me of a Texas Roadhouse.
If Texas Roadhouse was built in Cleveland, then maybe.
Did anybody even listen to a word that guy just said?
All I know is that his accent is what Swedish meatballs would sound like.
Probably not too far off.
I know we should be settling this off screen, but why'd you come in so late today, Donald?
We got sucked back in time and you're asking me about my tardiness?
The last few days have been a problem, but today especially. We were waiting here for almost an hour, and we do have important things in our schedule.
There's 2 things I can say here. One of them being the honest answer and one of them being the cool answer.
How are there 2 answers? How old are you, Donald?
Trust me, as for the cool answer.
I'm a literal babysitter now.
Just humor him.
All right, Don. What's the cool answer?
I'm glad you asked, Obama. In a harrowing battle against many other foes, I waged war against my enemies in an all-out fight to the death. Supplies were low, a storm was coming, and many had fallen. And as the waves of opposition focused an attack on the world's best security guard, I heard the call of the people and went all out, surviving to be the last one alive.
Okay, that sounds nice. Now, what's the honest answer?
I got caught up playing Fortnite.
I have no words, Donald. Sincerely, no words.
Quite the description, I have to say.
You're a hypocrite, aren't you? Didn't you say that you would never play that game?
I understand the words of my past, but you don't understand that Fortnite brought back the original map from years ago. I had to dust off the chug jug and put on the bush.
That still doesn't get rid of player skill, does it?
Who needs skill when you're the world's best aimer?
I guess the building factor doesn't mean anything to you then.
Who needs builds when you're the world's best aimer?
Something tells me you play the no builds game mode then.
And I'm the very best at it, the very best.
Donald competing in LAN tournaments is just oddly terrifying to me. If he went against anybody that beat him, he would probably sue them for defamation.
That only happens when they don't agree with me being the world's best aimer. And you're riding up the tree of a court case right now with that attitude.
Well, seems pretty easy for the night so far.
Great, you just had to jinx it, Obama. Now Chica is off into the sunset looking for a feast.
Tell her that the Little Caesars is down the road and to the left.
That makes me wonder what the pizza actually tastes like here.
Probably better than Little Caesars.
I guess the main goal is to find out where Chica went. Now, like its predecessor, do the animatronics go onto the same side of the office?
As far as I'm aware, yes. Again, trying to be an exact remake here.
She really pulled a Houdini act, because I can't see her anywhere on these cameras.
Well, remember that it is night one, so I really wouldn't stress it too much.
Back to the atmosphere of the game. I just like how everything looks like a fallout shelter. Besides that, though, what else did this game possibly add?
Kind of makes every animatronic look like they were designed by Steven Spielberg.
I'm surprised you haven't found Chica.
Why is Foxy out? It's only night one.
Just like old times, Donald. The game is collectively coming to attack you so that it can stop the power of the world's best security guard.
I see this rigged game hasn't changed ever since we left it. I can still see the imprint on the remake after all.
Don't look now, but it's already 5 a.m. So even if you can't locate Chica, everything should already be said and done.
A lot calmer of a night than the first time we did this.
I'm just exploring now. The many, many times I saw Big Bird at my door, I know her tactics all too well now, very well.
I feel like I'm stepping on a train to the past, but I'll say it again, Don. Don't let your ego inflate to the size of a blimp just for it to come crashing down.
Or come crashing down. That works too, to be honest.
Yeah, realistically, I don't care as long as it doesn't affect me.
The developer might just have it out for you too. If you're so convinced that this game is rigged against you, maybe he programmed it to be like that as well.
Must be a Democrat then. Liberals and their horrid blue marching agenda. Very horrid.
We really did step back in time, didn't we?
And would you look at that? I came back like I never left.
Interesting clock difference we have here. It's actually letting us know we're going cuckoo.
I think we knew that from the start.
Straight to the menu, I guess, too.
Well, what do you guys think so far?
I'm still the very best security guard.
The redesign looks absolutely phenomenal. I will say I think the characters look a bit too creepy, like it's trying to make them too scary. Doesn't really make any sense why parents would bring their kids here.
And Halloween already passed.
What about you, Don?
What else can I say? But let's move on to night two. These rundown robots need to learn their lesson.
Let's hope we're down a president after this.
All right, Casper, you and your family don't belong here. Last time I checked, we left Jason Voorhees at sister location.
Can we even die on this screen? I feel like this has to hold some sort of risk to this besides just a tedious task.
You would hope, wouldn't you?
Are you a clairvoyant or something?
No, just a man of irony.
Looks like the Addams family went to vacation in the South or something because they're not here.
Any other Scooby-Doo villains we have to look out for?
Besides the animals I would hit with my car, not really.
Still stuck on Midnight Motorist, aren't you?
I wouldn't be drunk if I hit a bear. Now, if I hit bear in...
I thought we left the family jokes in the second game.
Jokes?
You're not beating the allegations this time.
Like you ever did yours.
Yep, we're really back in full swing here.
And Bonnie's up for his midnight snack already.
1 a.m. snack if we're being technical.
Crazy how much time flew. I mean, can you guys believe that it's close to Thanksgiving already? It just felt like yesterday I was booting up the first FNAF game.
I wish it would have stayed yesterday. And this was the first game. Everything after has made me lose more brain cells than a lobotomy patient.
Interesting how that number could go below 0.
We never really mention what's going on outside in the real world anymore. I understand that we're the busy folk, but the seasons are changing. Winter is almost here. Allergy time is upon us. Everything and anything is constantly evolving, not just our own lives.
I would love to spark a fireside chat with you guys and discuss the open ideologies of such topics. Unfortunately, some old musty napkin and his DOJ have a problem with justice and are actively trying to hog-tie me with a cork in my mouth and a lawsuit on my back.
Wonder who would do such a thing.
Yeah, I wonder who.
Psst,
What?
Who actually is it? I genuinely don't know who.
Someone called Levine. Biden's circuit chip got air fried or something. And it's Bonnie. You having a little staring contest with the camera or something, you stupid rabbit?
Something tells me he didn't like being called a stupid rabbit.
No matter our struggles, we always seem to be busy. So I want all of us to talk about what we have planned for Thanksgiving.
That actually sounds like fun, Barack. Good idea.
You guys could have picked a better time. Like, why is he vibrating like that? He's off of perk 30.
You know the whole game, Donald. Nothing to fear besides the different reactions.
I'm closing the door anyways.
World's best security guard, mind you.
It's not like we're professional football casters or something. At least for me, I'm going to do what every modern family does and enjoy the time with the closest ones around me, only the closest.
It's always surprising hearing you act normal.
Act?
That's pretty much the consensus all around. There's not much to do on Thanksgiving besides the usual family matters.
Yeah, but I was referring to specific things, like going out of state, what types of food you'll eat, all that stuff.
You're asking a week ahead, Obama. And now we have Chica tweaking too. They've been sipping on the Pepsi too much.
And Bonnie is right at the door, just staring.
Looks like Foxy is going to run too. Yeah, you really have your hands full on this night, Don.
At least Freddy isn't off the stage tonight.
Well, not yet anyways.
Yeah, thanks for attacking the camera, Bonnie. I get you don't like modern innovation. Wait, the door's not closed.
Whoa, hello, Bonnie. I fancy seeing you here.
I think you should start closing the door, Donald.
Sherlock Joe over here telling me how to play the game. Now we have both doors closed, sucking out all our Energizer batteries.
Clearly, I have to tell you if you're going to keep the door closed for Chica. She's still in the hallway.
Donald, you're telling me that there aren't traditional staples in your household that you look forward to every year?
Why are we going back to this? Do you not see what I'm in the middle of right now?
Aren't you the world's best security guard? Surely you can multitask, right?
Well, of course there are traditional staples, Obama. I have my wedge salad to eat.
Wedge salad?
Don't clean your ears yet, Joe. You heard me right. President Trump's wedge salad recipe. It's delicious, very delicious, and even if your stomach will be full, your taste buds will be begging for more.
What's all in it?
I'm glad you asked. Besides the obvious iceberg lettuce, there's tomatoes, red and green onions, bacon, salt and pepper, slathered in a delectable Roquefort dressing.
So an appetizer at Olive Garden.
Don, aren't you forgetting something?
Joe, I'm aware of the door. See? I'm looking right at it. You don't have to keep track of the world's best security guard.
You know what, Don? You're right. Way to go, superstar. It's already 5 a.m. Keep on at it, buckaroo.
Am I missing something here?
Besides this loud music and Chica being creepy, no. It's Foxy.
Realized, huh?
Go to the door.
And a round of applause to the world's best security guard.
Donald, there isn't really any excuse why you missed Foxy's curtain, not once, but twice.
I was explaining my wedge salad. Why did you guys have to prod and pick at what I was doing? You guys were the distractions.
Wait, Donald, is that who I think it is?
Is that Freddy? It's night 2. Why is Freddy out? Are you serious? Why is he right there and I have 8% power?
Are you just not going to shut the door then? Well, I guess not.
That was too close of a call for the world's best security guard.
I felt like the entire Mongolian Empire was there to attack me at the last moment. Yet here I still am standing.
It's not the Battle of 300, Don. It's Freddy Fazbear's.
So is that all she wrote? Or are we playing another round of this dentist appointment?
That'll be all for now. I'll wait for what the comments have to say.
Let us know if you guys want to see Donald get eaten out by Foxy.
What? It's Donald Trump here wanting to thank all of our members for supporting us. If you'd like to become a member and see exclusive content, click the join button down below.